Hi, this is Adrian. It is January 25th. It's January 25th, 2024. I am recording because I just wanted to let people know that today was another bogus court date. False allegations and statements was made against me, and things about like my daughter doesn't eat any food. She wears dirty clothes. Children tease her. Um, you know, I had to sit there and listen to a lot of false statements. The trial is being dragged on. My lawyer doesn't seem to be doing anything really to represent me. It feels like an inside job. As like people know, it's Satan. That's causing problems or for me, and I don't know where I'm gonna end up with my situation, but I believe in karma, and everything is gonna come back to people in due time. Everybody that played a part in me and my daughter's suffering. Like I said, the person that you know is known as God is really Satan, and it's a lot of lies that been told about this life that we live called Earth. Like I said, it's a lot of supernatural things that's been happening ever since I moved into the apartment. I had just deleted by accident because I did a factory reset on my phone, so I don't have the evidence, the proof of me speaking to psychs, and me speaking to a paranormal investigator named Larry. I spoke to a number of people, as proof that verified that it was a curse on me and it was a curse on my child, and it came from, people in the building. And I explained that Jamaicans, Africans, and Spanish people are the ones that believe in voodoo. Honestly, I don't know anybody. Though Larry, the paranormal investigator, told me that one of my family members, close, immediate family member, which was a brother, had also put a curse on me. And you know, I don't know anybody in my building because I keep to myself. I don't know why they would put any information on me, but like I said, it's been a lot of things, investigations of, you know, happening. It's been a lot of things happening. Unexplained, health decreasing for me and my child, items disappearing in my home. And like I said, I looked up the history of my building, which is a very old building, and it is in Little Italy section of the Bronx. And you know, the history behind it is from 1914. And I've looked also up of spirits, and I have seen some similarities with what I looked up about it's cold and hot spots in my apartment. Your animals that you have is acting different, and you know basically, you know so like I had called a psychic, which is they called themselves the Oracle, and asked them, is it anything, do they see anything going on with me? They told me it was curses on me. I spoke to the priest. Like the reason why I'm going through trial is because they want to say that it is a mental health issue, like a schizophrenic, but it is not. It can be argued. You can't call somebody a schizophrenic by just asking them questions. Okay, you need to have more proof and concrete evidence of things of such, and I'm more than willing to take a polygraph because I have no reason to lie about items that is disappearing in my home, and there's nobody in my house besides me and my child. So, what you call it? Let me see what else. As far as me, they say that what I was gonna say. I just lost my train of thought, but that's like one of the things that is unexplained. Like I have severe pressure on the head sometimes. My education that I know I have is decreasing. I forget. I'm forgetful. Like I rule out the possibility of any medical issues, before they, because I know how psychiatrists are. They believe in logic and they feel like it's an explanation for my symptoms and stuff. So I go to the hospital to find out, get testing. They say everything is fine with me. I'm basically healthy, but why does this occur? Why am I having this situation? So like I said, if if people believe in God and they believe that Satan exists, those are spiritual things that you cannot see. So you cannot say that I am not experiencing supernatural or some kind of aura or whatever going on in the apartment. And my rights has been violated because I told them, once I told the psychiatrist that this is my religious belief and this is what I believe, and I showed them that I am not a psychotic person or schizophrenic. I showed them that I'm very clear and capable. I complied, basically, and they still chose to admit me into the psychiatric ward as if like I'm someone that's delusional, you know. And that's what I'm fighting in court for now. I'm fighting to get my child back, and I'm also fighting to win, to prove my innocence. I asked for a lawyer. They didn't give me a lawyer. I asked for a lawyer at the time of me being admitted to the hospital. They didn't give me a lawyer, which is illegal. I told them it's my religious belief. It should have been left at that, which is illegal. I guess they looked at my history because I do suffer from anxiety and panic attacks, and I suffer from depression. But depression, anxiety, and panic has nothing to do with a person that's delusional or psychotic or schizophrenic. It's totally separate things. And, basically, I'm trying to prove that I'm not a crazy person and I'm capable of taking care of my daughter, which is insulting because, you know, why wouldn't I be able? There's no evidence, and as every day for like 15 minutes, they drag out a long trial court dates of basically a bunch of false allegations, and it's hard to hear that when I am a good mom and I do the best for my child and I try to give her, give my child, the best, so it's hard to hear that, they're telling, ACS is telling lies on me. The plaintiff is telling lies on me. All kinds of people is telling lies on me, and I have to take it until my time of to testify. Tomorrow I gotta go to court. Overall, I'm planning, after this is over, I'm planning on moving out of the apartment and just try to get a new fresh start, but I'm kind of curious because this is supposed to be the United States of America where you're free and you have the right to free speech, and yet you they're acting like we're somewhere else. They're denying me my rights, and I am a citizen. So it's just like, basically I'm just gonna continue, to put my story out there and ask for help as much as I can. That's another problem because I am a minority and I don't have any money. So, basically they throw you under the bus like another number. And I think that that's wrong. You know, other than that, it's been signs. I don't know if people notice. It's a lot of strange things going on, and nobody wants to come forward and say anything because nobody wants to be looked at as a person with a mental illness or crazy. But I think it's too ironic that the weather, we don't have weather. It doesn't snow anymore. You want to call it global warming if you want to, but no. Some people say, oh, well, we're living in the last days. So religious people, we're living in the last days. So anything is possible. So if that's possible, anything is possible, then what I'm saying could be possibly true, and, like getting, like 100 to 200 roaches a day, every day, out of the same spot. A psychiatrist would look at it and say, oh, well, logic. It could be coming from your neighbor. It could be coming from you leave food or whatever. And I'm like, that's totally bullshit. Even so, like, cleaning it from the same spot and you're using like spray like that, is less than likely. And that is more like they said, the psych people, like the psychic reading people, said it's a curse. It is a curse. And the paranormal people say that it is spirits, and depending on, they don't know, they call it that it could be a hunting kind of spirit going on, or it could be spirits that's nice or whatever, but that wants me to get out of the apartment, but definitely I am definitely getting out of the apartment within a few months. So I'm on the move for work for that. So basically, I had caught the case because I went to the school and I legally asked if how do you go about, taking your child out of school to homeschool. And from the principal's mouth, she told me I had to go to the Board of Education, which I did so. And the reason why I wanted to pull my daughter out of school was because of the fact that she wasn't eating. So, like, and I kept seeing her, my daughter has a illness, but she wasn't eating, and her appetite was decreasing. And if you're not eating, so which means you're going to school, you're not going to be alert, And I didn't want her to miss like days out of school, so I said it's best to homeschool her because of the situation that's going on at home. And I went to the Board of Education. I filled out the form, I brought it back to the school, and I took my daughter out of school. And the school called the ACS on me, and they came to my home. They didn't remove my child out of my care at the time because they didn't see any sign of neglect. So I say like 2 days later, I called, the ACS worker, and I asked her about what is my legal rights if I feel that paranormal, what is my legal rights to move out of my apartment if I feel that paranormal activity is going on in my home. And from there, she came to my home late, like around 7 o'clock. She called somebody. She led me to believe that she was calling somebody to investigate the apartment. She called New York City Well, which was a mental health agency or something. I spoke to them, and supposedly they was gonna come, I guess, come out. I thought everything was fine, but they were supposed to come out, and it took them like, she sat there, my ACS worker sat there for like 2 hours. I'm like, you know what, it's time for me to get ready for the next day to send my daughter to school. So she went downstairs and she told a um false statement about me, and she said that I was having an outburst, and next thing I know, a mental outburst. The police came to my door, um, and I didn't have a problem. I'm still complying with them. I'm telling them, like, I don't know why she would say that, because she said, my ACS worker would say that I'm having a mental outburst or meltdown or whatever, because she was sitting in my home in my living room for 2 hours before I asked her to leave because I had to get ready for the next day. um you know Not knowing the law, the police asked me to remove myself from my home outside of my apartment, and to further talk to me. I did so, and they police kept replying that no one's gonna take your daughter. They're just gonna check you out, and you can come back home. So that's what I was led to believe, that that's what was going to happen, because I have no family or anything like that. They My daughter stayed in the hospital with me for 2 days because I didn't have any family. I don't have any family. It's just me and my child. So she stayed in the hospital with me for 2 days, and I guess after the second day of being in the hospital, they decided to admit me. So I guess ACS came in to remove my daughter. Once again, they still telling me false statements that your daughter's gonna be at a center, and you can get her as soon as you get discharged. Still complying with everything. You know, After they removed I spoke to a number of 3 to 4 different psychiatrists a day. In that day. And it was crazy. I don't understand, why do I need to see 3 psychiatrists to make a decision. But either way, they admitted me. I was admitted for 3 weeks. The whole time complying with their rules and regulations. And from there, I got discharged and had to go. It took me about, I would say, about 3 days to find out where my daughter was, because they was treating me as if I was like a stranger. I didn't know whether my daughter was abducted, because I was told different things, that my daughter is at the center, she's not at the center. And then I had to call the police, because I didn't understand, why they wouldn't give me the information of where my daughter was. I really thought my daughter was abducted until I found out she was in foster care. From there, I've been basically going on visitations, and I'm currently going through trial right now to try to get my child back. And all of this is happening, and all of this distress is happening because of my religious beliefs and me asking for legal advice. This is so bullshit, and like, I'm emotionally destroyed. I have separation anxiety because of me being away from my child. Not only did I have to experience that, my animals that I had in my apartment haven't been fed or taken care of for 3 weeks to a month. I don't know what to say about the situation. I have contacted Channel 12 News. I'm waiting for them to reach back to me. If not, then I will go there and find out if they can assist with the situation, because once again, I am a poor woman in a minority, so I can't afford to a lawyer or anything like that. So every day I'm constantly looking for any kind of support and any kind of help, and any kind of help out there. Yes, I am a spiritual person. It's just I don't know why this is happening to me, but I appreciate y'all support. I appreciate your blessings, and thank you. Until tomorrow.